I suppose that'd be wise. That
So
may be a wise business decision.
I would delve to say that the topic at hand would technically be like the state of video games and
Yeah,
kind of
I would
like
agree.
a broad spectrum of that.
Yeah. Basically, video games as a whole have sort of come to a bit of a standstill, I guess you could say.
And we
Like
have one culprit.
there is one culprit, and it starts with F, and it's just absolutely just I don't know. Ever since we mean Fortnite, obviously, but it's just like the success that game's had. It's just ridiculous, and the amount of money it's made, and like the way that microtransactions are in that game and all that sort of thing. But
Yes.
the thing is, it the way its microtransaction system works cosmetically is for me. I don't see. I don't know. It's a bit of a double-edged sword because obviously you can't earn V bucks if you know what I mean. And
That's
that I
true.
guess
That's true.
that's the problem. That's the problem at hand. I guess you could say like you can't earn that sort of stuff.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Whereas in other things, it's just it become other games. It becomes as long as it's not pay to win. If you ask me, when it becomes pay to win, that's when it becomes a problem. If you know what I mean.
I agree. I agree. I think we should delve into the cons first, and then we'll kind of finish the good notes. One of the first
Yeah,
things
dude.
I believe is, apart from cosmetics, when it comes to the pay to win factor of microtransactions, I heavily believe it takes the fun out of the game. Um, you used to fucking, you used to have to absolutely grind your little heart out for items and levels and XP, and you'd spend like days grinding a game to get a specific item you want. And then came the days of motherfucking. I'm swearing a lot. Damn. You'd pay $5, and it's like, here you go. Here's that item you so desperately wanted to grind hours for, and you just got to give me a bit of your money. I think the biggest culprit for this would be MMO games, like
Yeah,
like Elder
no,
Scrolls Online, fucking RuneScape, all that
yeah,
shit.
absolutely, I agree with that. For me, like from a personal standpoint, I notoriously play FIFA, which is the biggest.
Yes,
It's the biggest pay to win
yes,
game in the
yes,
history of gaming.
yes, yes.
I'll safely say that because, like, from someone who's look, I calculate the amount of money I've spent on that game
Do
from
you dare
a
to
6 month.
discuss?
I don't. I'm not saying in numbers, but it was enough for me to sit there and go, damn, like, damn, like that's an unholy amount of money on a freaking game that cost $60, $70, however much it was. I didn't care how much it was. It was too much.
Yep. Sorry,
What?
I just took a quick little Google search here, and dared Googled the question: how much money has EA made from FIFA points?
Yeah,
Quote: a substantial portion of that came from FIFA Ultimate Team.
all of it.
Is it? Do you have the same quote?
No, I don't have
Oh,
it.
okay. FIFA Ultimate Team has proven to be a massive moneymaker to EA. In an annual financial report, the publisher said it made $1.62 billion from Ultimate Team modes in EA Sports during the 2021 financial year.
Yeah,
So
no,
1.62 billion in 1 year.
Yeah, look, that's just an unholy amount of money.
That's
It's just it shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be a thing.
And then unverified reports they made $3,000 a minute last year.
Yeah, it's just
A minute.
it's just crazy. Like for me, I've been playing FIFA since I was 12 years old.
Oh.
I I blame like I wouldn't say I have a gambling problem because I'm not I'm not like banging to go gambling or anything like that.
Yeah.
But
Anymore.
when yeah,
That's
one
another
step
day.
at a time. One step at a time. But it's just I just know that it's definitely rooted in me from playing FIFA because it's just and it sucks. It's terrible. And so I know so many other people definitely would be the same, and it's not just me. But
You want
I
to know
just
where
know
you want to know where my microtransaction addiction kicked in? It was like whatever year it was, and we were in like grade 9 or 10 or some shit. And I had an
Yeah.
iPad, and I had the good old He knows. He knows where this is going.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
had an iPad, and I had good old Clash of Clans. And this is something I do not like to disclose, and I've never disclosed publicly. But today, we disclose Squizz scamming his grandma. Accidentally. Completely accidentally. Alright, I had no intention of doing this. So I had Clash of Clans, and I had the thing on there. And I remember back then the hype was like you'd crack your iPhone or you'd crack your iPad and stuff like this. And I don't know why, but I just thought mine was cracked because I went to buy a little microtransaction on Clash of Clans, and it went through, and it said your purchase has been approved. And I was like, whoa, dude, I didn't spend any fucking money on this. What? The Matrix, it's breaking. And so I spammed the fuck out of the $160 3,000 gem motherfucking Clash of Clans little. I wouldn't call it microtransactions at that point because I put my good old grandma $3,500 in debt to the credit card company. And I remember I was sleeping on the lounge and I got woken up to the biggest slap in my face I have ever experienced. And she's just like, Squizz! Except my name. What the fuck is this? And I wake up in fucking shock. I'm disoriented because I've just been slapped in the face. And I'm like, what is what? And she fucking sits me up and she's like, why do I have a $3,500 bill? And I'm like, a what? And then my whole world of my invincible transactions came crashing down around me. And I learnt the hard way that there are credit cards. And, thankfully, we managed... Fuck, I'm incriminating myself here. We managed to convince the bank it was a scam. And they refunded the money. So I broke the Matrix. I got $3,500 worth of fucking Clash of Clans credits. And my grandma got her money back. So, at the end of the day, I'm kind of like a Robin Hood, if you ask me.
Man,
So that's my story about microtransactions.
The IRS is going to come to your door.
Brother, this podcast is about to blow up.
Yes. The sacrifices that must be made.
Nah,
Anyway.
Braboy in chat, you just admitted the fraud. I did. However, we didn't get all of the money back. I will say that. The bank definitely kept some.
Peace in the world. Anyway.
So, yeah, everyone got a share. Moving on from that nice little divergence.
Very, very swiftly. Nah, but definitely microtransactions. I agree so much with the whole fact that it just ruins the game to a point because it's like, for me with FIFA is like you want to get good players, right? That's the idea. Like FIFA, those ultimate team sort of games.
Yes.
But then when you get them, it's like, okay. Literally, you work so hard to build up from it, and then all of a sudden it's like, nah. Okay, cool. I got it now. It is what it is. Like,
another pay to win aspect heavily that I have also been milked into is Valorant. So every now and then they introduce a new agent, with new abilities and all this stuff, and you're like, damn, that's sick. And if you're a brokey, you can just grind and get XP to unlock the character, but it's a shit ton of XP. But if you pay them a nice little fee of like $40, you get it all at once. You get access to that character then and there. You beat everyone else to it. And in a sense, it's pay to win. So, fuck Valorant.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
I don't know. It's like, look, realistically though, I guess they're only really beneficial, I guess, to people if you're like loaded and you don't have time to like spend like hours and hours playing the game. Like, for example, like professional soccer players. I've seen heaps of professional soccer players that like play FIFA that just load up. Obviously, they've got unholy amounts of money.
Yeah.
So it's like, they benefit. They can chill in their spare time. They can play some games. They can have the best team, whatever. I guess that's I guess that's good. But the problem is, not everyone's freaking rich. So it's a bit of a pain in the neck. But
this is true.
Realistically, unless it's cosmetic only, microtransactions are pretty unethical, and realistically, it stunts the development of games as well, because the way that the amount of money, like you said, EA's made $1.6 billion, and they've arguably
Just
just
in
reskin
2021.
the game, and they arguably reskin the game every single year and make the same thing, and it's
Yep.
just
All the players
like,
still have similar ratings. They're all still the exact
yeah,
same.
exactly that. Like, why? I mean, I'm stupid and I buy it every year because I'm a sheep, but it's like, but why would they make their game better if they're making so much money? Like, it's a working formula, obviously, and it's just, and it literally stunts the growth of the game, and that's the truth. Like, people will say, "Oh, it's changed a bit. It's changed a bit." The only mode that ever really changed, the only thing I've really noticed, I mean, this is, I mean, I'm just talking about FIFA because I've played heaps of it,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
like the other modes of the game never really get better. And like pro clubs, for example, which is where you get heaps of people and you play on one team, which is really fun. They change it up a little bit every year, but realistically,
It's just
it's
rinse and
this
repeat.
it's the same thing every year.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. And look, NBA 2K is another game that I play, which is the most is
Equally just as
probably,
bad.
I would honestly say it is arguably worse when it comes to one
Ooh.
portion of it. The Ultimate Team side of it on NBA 2K, I will say, while it is still pay to win, it's actually like you can play the game not religiously and you can still get a good team and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
If you get where I'm coming from. Like
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah,
FIFA,
yeah.
it's pretty much you have to pay some money from time
Yeah.
to time.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, otherwise you just get blacked. Volta, yeah, Volta was good. I agree with Volta. Like, I actually had a lot of fun playing Volta as well on the FIFA mode. Sorry, I'm just replying to Astral.
yeah. I was gonna say for those who are watching on YouTube or some shit, then we're live streaming. We got the chat open, so if we look like we're not talking to each other, we're probably replying to the chat.
Yeah, we do. Because yeah, Volta's actually quite a fun game mode. I agree with that. It's just they got to put a bit more into it, you know. Like, and that's the thing with Volta. You can buy FIFA. You can use FIFA points, which is the currency that you pay for in game, and you can buy like outfits and stuff like that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Like outfits, everything that's cosmetic, you can choose to buy it. But the thing is, on Volta as well, you can actually earn coins and buy it yourself, and it's actually like at a decent rate, so you don't have to play a crazy amount, which is good. But it's at the end of the day, if you can't play the game, like if you buy the game for $70 and then you have to pay another $30 straight away to make your character better, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
Like it's and NBA 2K, another example, they made their VC, which is their in-game currency. They upped the prices of it this year. They blamed the war on you. They blamed the war on Ukraine for it. Believe it or not, unbelievable. But it's ridiculous, and they made it more expensive. And I don't want to know how much money they make, because you make each individual build, which is like a point guard or a center or whatever, which is like a small player or a big player if you don't really know what basketball is, and they play different positions and do different things. But sometimes you don't want to do the same thing all the time, so you make a couple of them, and then you got to get both of them up, and then it's a sort of a vicious cycle sort of thing. And to NBA is the same sort of thing concept as FIFA, where it's because they make a new one every year, because they make so much money on your in-game currency. It's literally a bloody it's unnecessary.
I feel like with those kinds of games, they should at least make it rewarding for a player who doesn't necessarily have money, but who has the time to grind the game. They should at least make them be able to keep up with pay-to-win people. Like, say someone with like just a shit ton of money is like, all right, fuck yeah, I'm gonna spend like 5 minutes loading up some money and getting this absolute beast team. Someone who spends like 5 hours should be able to get the equivalent of that, or like there should be some kind of ratio there for work to reward. But I guess they just want to funnel you into buying the money, so they keep you absolutely pinned down with what you get and how much you earn.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're like, just buy the points, bro. Just buy the points.
Yeah,
Such a time saver.
And FIFA's, I guess they've sort of gotten better with it over the years. They've got like these few things like swaps where you play the game to get like a pack or something, but the problem is in that pack you get nothing 90% of the time, which is just like you spend all this time to. It's almost like you think you've achieved something by playing the game, but then the reward's just crap 90% of the time.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, I don't know, they're trying to, because they've obviously noticed that people have stopped playing the game because I don't know, no one wants to spend stupid amounts of money on freaking FIFA. Freaking everything else is expensive nowadays. You've got 46 subscriptions on everything. It's just insane.
Another thing too, I guess a con for the consumer, but it would kind of be a pro for the company, is when you have to like pay to remove ad walls. So when you have to do that, if you think about it, either way, no matter what you do, you're making the company for that game or whatever you're playing just a stupid amounts of money, because either you're paying them like that $7 to remove the ads permanently, or they're still going to make like $7 worth of ad revenue off of you in the same time you play the game. I only just kind of realized that. What the fuck? That's a scam.
Yeah, no,
fucking scam.
absolutely. Yeah, and to be honest, the whole loot box surprise mechanics, as some people used to call them, is it's a dying trend, I guess, because people are moving towards the whole battle pass scheme, and like Clash of Clans,
They got one now too.
Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, those everything like that. Like you pay $7.99 a month, and you get heaps of stuff. Which, like, the thing is with those games, it's almost like a no. They've realized that not people aren't going to drop $35 or $40 or $50 on something.
Yeah,
but they see like $8 are like, oh, there's some pretty good rewards.
Uh-huh.
And the other thing is, it makes you play the game, which is sort of like, it's beneficial to them because they get high play counts, and then they get $8 of your money as well. And way more people, like especially like the little kids that go, oh, mum, dad, can I borrow your credit card for $8? The parents are going, yeah, whatever, sure, it's $8. Who cares? But the thing is, if 1 million people do it,
yeah, legit, like, it's fucking, oh, dude. Speaking of the $7, $7.99 to do the battle pass. Have you also noted? I don't know if you've played Clash of Clans recently.
Yeah.
Have you noticed in the store now they have the section where it's like, here's these promos for you, and it's like, look at this, we'll give you a discounted price, but it's also 8 times value.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's only going to cost you $9, but you get $81 worth of shit. Yeah. And you're still giving them $9, and like 10,000 people do it. That's $100,000 for the company right there.
Yeah,
like,
and that's the thing.
It's such a money making scheme, bro.
Like it is. It's unbelievable, and I don't think Supercell's a bad company.
No, not at all.
Believe it, they're actually Supercell is probably one of the better companies out there when it comes to gaming. To be completely honest with you, they're very open and very honest to a point, obviously, because it's like, this is what it is. You can either buy it or you can wait.
Yeah, and
that's it. It's a whole wait time sort of thing.
Yeah,
and I guess, I don't know. For me, I've sort of become like, I don't mind waiting because I don't play it as often anymore.
Yeah.
But for people who when you start the game, like when you first get it to like maybe Town Hall 9 or whatever, you want to be playing it pretty consistently, if you know what I mean.
Bloody, what was I about to say? Oh, I feel like that kind of like super cheap price for a good in-game thing is kind of like the niche for the app market right now. Because you see so many apps that are like these little idle games. Like the idle games in particular are just ridiculous. Like you pay $1 and you get all this shit in game. And the thing is, these apps have like millions of downloads, which means there's probably millions of people doing that one little 99-cent transaction. And that company makes a game that probably costs them like a few grand to make, and they've made 10, 20, $30 million off it. It's
easily
ridiculous.
Yeah, the profit margins are insane.
Brubboy has a good point here. You can put any price onto an in-game currency and not care because it's all fake and costs nothing to make. It's 100% profit. That is absolutely true.
Yep, and that's the thing. And like when I was talking about with the NBA 2K VC prices, they bumped it and just blamed something that was completely irrelevant.
And their sales probably barely dropped too.
Their sale would stay the same. They would stay the same because the people who play the game want to have a good character. I don't. Like for NBA 2K, for example, the games are about 20 minutes long. I don't want, and like if you play 4 games, that's what, an hour? No, it's not.
Nearly an hour and a half.
Don't ignore me. Hour and a half, almost. Yeah, an hour and a half. And then I don't want to be playing on like a crap character, you know? Like I get home from work, I work every day, I do uni, stuff like that. It's like, I want to just be good, you know? I just want to be able to do what I want to do.
You want to be able to kick ass and chew gum.
Yes, exactly right. I don't like wasting my time, losing all the time, and that's the problem. When games are pay to win like that, it's just, and the fact that you can't, like, I don't know. The thing is with games like that, I wish like if you made matchmaking a thing where like people who haven't paid can verse people who haven't paid.
Yep. Like a non-premium and a premium.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like if that's the case, the playing field's even. which
It's
is
even, but it would drive out a lot of those people who do have that pay to win character, who like to kick people's ass, who haven't fucking grinded. So
yeah, that's true.
it's good for the
It'd sort of
players, but it'd cost the company a bit, I reckon.
yeah, at the end of the day, but the thing is, eventually everyone's character's going to be good anyway.
Yeah,
You know, like
that's
you
true.
play the game enough, your character's going to be good, that sort of thing. But yeah,
Yeah,
at the end
yeah,
of the
yeah.
day, all these sorts of games, it hampers development. I mean, Fortnite's the only real sort of exception because they've.
If
I
it's
mean,
purely cosmetic based, then I don't
the
see it
thing
as an
is,
issue.
the thing is as well, Fortnite's a free game. You don't
Yeah,
pay anything
that's true.
for it,
That's true.
and they update it constantly, and you don't have to pay to play the game. Like you don't have to.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. The thing is as well with Fortnite, like all the Star Wars, the John Cena or whatever, all that stuff. They pay the licensing to have them in the game.
Yeah, I wonder how much that
So
cost them. That's ridiculous.
that's the thing though, because they have to make a profit on it, which is understandable.
Yeah.
You know, and that sort of thing. And yeah, I honestly think Fortnite's done very well when it comes to the actual. I mean, it's not a pay to win game in the slightest, which is
No,
the thing.
no.
And at the end of the day, that's what you want, because like even games like COD aren't pay to win either. Like I mean, that is with a very fine line, because there are some like the current Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, right?
Yeah.
There aren't any what are called DLC guns, if you get where I'm coming from. You unlock them in the battle pass, so you can get them for free. You can get them for free, but you have to play the game. There was games like in the past, like Black Ops 3 is a good example. Black Ops 3 is a really good example because that game was loot box.
Oh,
That was when
yes,
the loot box
boxes.
saga was going on.
Dude,
like,
don't even get me started with loot boxes. Fucking Rocket League had me by the balls, man. I was funneling money into that for the RNG. And I knew I'd get fucking... Oh, I had like fucking CSGO and CSGO cases. Oh, I can't even talk about the amount of money I've funneled into that shit.
Yeah, it's just insane. And the thing is, these companies... And you think it's just you, but there's a lot of people like you.
Thousands of people.
And the problem with that is, it's like for me, like growing up with FIFA, I'd spend tiny amounts of money back in the day because I wouldn't make any money. But now that I'm an adult and I've got my own money, I'm just like, oh, I'll just drop this much money. Yeah, exactly. I've got adult money now, and instead of saving up and buying a house like a freaking respectable person, I spend it on freaking pixels. You know,
it's like it's a shitty economy to buy a house in right now anyway. So you're off the hook.
Yeah, I know. It's trash. We don't want to start on that. But yeah, at the end of the day, it hampers development realistically of most of your games as well, which is a sad bit because you want these games to like progress and get better. But the thing is, these people on the board are going to look at the profits. They don't care about how people like the game. They care about the bloody little chart they've got there with their graphs and stocks and all that. You know, it's like they don't care. As long as the company makes money, at the end of the day, no one cares. And
Astral, one thing I hate about certain games like Roblox and Clash Royale is they make you pay them to change your username. Don't they do that on Xbox too? Oh no, they got rid of that. Hey, now you can just change your name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, anyway, I think we've harped on about the cons long enough.
Yeah,
we've absolutely ripped into these poor companies. And they deserve it. The fucking money-stealing fuckers.
Thieves, exactly.
So,
anyway.
Into the pros of microtransaction, I will open it by saying that I do believe that paywalls and microtransactions are obviously an extremely profitable concept. Like we've already discussed that most people will happily pay $5 to remove ads from a game. And like we said, if 50,000 people who play the game are willing to pay a small $5 fee, like... You think about it, $5 is absolutely nothing. You lose $5 from your wallet, you're like, I lost $5. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If 50,000 people do that, that company just instantly makes $250,000 right there. After tax, that's like $125,000 straight for that company. Hassle-free, nothing wrong with it. And some apps can even charge $10 to $15 for those like paywalls and the ad walls and shit, and people still happily pay it. Like it's an incredibly profitable fucking concept.
No, yeah, it's unholy. Like the amount of money that these companies make. Man, the people like Supercell, for example, man, the CEOs there, man, they would have stupid money. It's just because these things, and the thing is, as looking at it from a company's point of view, why wouldn't you do that? Like if I'm running a company, I'm wanting to do the same sort of thing. You want to make as much profit as you can. But the thing is, with companies like Supercell, they do it ethically, and that's the thing. There's a very fine line between doing it unethically and ethically, I suppose you could say. Like Fortnite, I guess, is probably one of the more ethical Epic Games, I guess you could call them, are probably
Yep.
one of the more ethical companies when it comes down to it, because they go not pay to win, purely cosmetic, which is that's fine. And that's the thing. Like they pay. The thing is as well, they pay those licenses in order to try to profit with the amount of money they turn over from that. If you know what I mean, they'll balance it. They hope to either balance it or even just make a little bit. It just gets people playing the game again.
Yep.
Like even with like basketball players, all that sort of thing. Because yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about how the companies do it. Because there's companies that just don't care, that straight up do not care. They're like
Yep.
FIFA, like EA for example. EA, worst company known to man. I mean, that's you can probably find a worse one, but in video games anyway, I reckon EA is the worst company you've ever seen. But
Um, just real quick, I'm just quickly pulling up some statistics about Supercell. Clash of Clans, is one. Where am I looking? Is one of the few mobile games to surpass 500 million downloads on iOS and Android, while also being one of the few to surpass $1 billion yearly revenue. Supercell has done this without the team size of most popular studios, with less than 1,000 employees.
yeah.
Less than 1,000 people, $1 billion a year. Do the maths. That's like $100 million per person. No, $1 million per person yearly. That's insane. And to be honest, some of the employees there are probably on a fucking standard salary of like 50 grand a year. So you got to think of how much those CEOs are making, bro. Oh.
Yeah, 100%.
And there was a point in 2019 where Clash of Clans players were spending $3.9 million a day. It is
mad. It's insane.
In 2021, Clash of Clans made nearly $500 million revenue. Clash of Clans accounts for 21% of Supercell's total revenue. Clash of Clans had, in 2021, 76 million active players.
Yeah, see, that's just crazy. Like, the amount of like you said, did you say 111 staff?
No, less than 1,000 staff.
Less than yeah, it's ridiculous.
So even 1,000 staff at $1 billion a year is stupid.
Yeah, it's insane. But the thing is, it's a profitable company. But to be honest with you, I think that companies like that as long as you do it ethically. At the end of the day, like unlike EA, which are just complete scum. To be completely honest with you, I feel like obviously as a company you want to profit as much as you can. Yeah, like Brad Boy just said, they need to pay to host servers, so there's obviously costs involved. It's not just
yeah, of course.
Yeah, here you go, blah blah blah. But yeah. But realistically, and I guess the only really that's the main pro, I suppose you could say. Otherwise, as long as it's cosmetic only, like I've got here as well, like we've spoken about, as long as it's cosmetic only, I don't see any issues with it.
I've got a few more pros.
From my side anyway. I'll let you talk.
Yeah.
But then, and the only other really thing I've got down is sort of like for like the person who works 80 hours a week overtime or whatever and has like 2 days off after like 14 on or something like that. They just want to sit and chill and have a good time sort of thing. And they've got the money for it. I feel like that's where people like that benefit.
Yeah, that was
sort of like
that was my next point. I had down here like
threw you off topic, shame.
For people, I'll say for people who aren't struggling, like fucking Quizza just said, if you've got money stacked up, it can make a game so much more enjoyable. You can progress through shitty stages of grinding like super, super quickly. And it just makes it easier for you, less hassle. You just pay him some money and voila, you got what you want instead of waiting 2 days for something.
Exactly.
As well as faster progression, you can also enjoy the look of your game more with cosmetics, weapon skins. Back to Fortnite, talking about Fortnite. Probably the biggest game for microtransactions. We already said that. Call of Duty has also become a huge proponent of these transactions, offering in-game executions, weapon skins, player skins, vehicle skins, all that shit. It's ridiculous. It's a pro, I guess. Like, you get to have a pretty fucking pink car if you want to drive around in a pink car. You get to have some fucking skulls on your shit.
Absolutely.
And
100%.
Probably my final one, which relates to, areas of entertainment such as streaming, YouTube and stuff, is it offers more enjoyable viewing for people watching videos and stuff. They don't want to watch
Yes.
someone just fucking running around with a gun without a skin in fucking Warzone doing absolutely nothing. People like to watch people running around with dragon guns that shoot flames from the mouth and stuff. You know?
They don't want to watch people digging dirt in Minecraft for half an hour. Anyway,
Now with the
the
texture
only other
pack,
thing-
I'd watch that.
fair enough. But yeah, the only other thing, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, realistically though, the way that the way it hampers development of games for me is the main thing. Like nowadays, like honestly, the Hogwarts Legacy is the best game that I've played in the last. Honestly, I can safely say since Fortnite was like in its prime, 2017, whenever the hell that was. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, I was like,
Best game I played in 5 years, easily, hands down.
that's
and I'm
5
like
years
halfway
ago.
through it.
Yeah, that's unholy. Yeah, I'm not even anywhere near. I'm like maybe a quarter through it, if that. Probably not. But it's I absolutely love that game. It's insane. Like it literally makes me feel like a little kid playing it again. And it's like
dude, absolutely.
games like that. Like I was saying this before. Normally, when you see the price tag for a game, it's like $109. Because I bought it on PlayStation 5, right? Because I wanted to play it on console, like I did when I was a kid playing all the little Harry Potter games. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
And I bought it on console. I was like, I saw $109. I didn't even blink. I bought that straight away. Normally, other games, I'm like, damn, $109 is a lot of money. And then I buy it. But I literally did not even blink. And it's the way that they've made the game is it's a new studio, isn't it? I'm pretty sure Portkey Games, and there's another I don't know the other studio that made it.
I think they're an off branch of the like original Harry Potter game creators.
Yeah, something like that.
Because it's been like 20 years or something since the last Harry Potter game.
Yeah,
And they have absolutely smashed it out of the park, bro.
Absolutely.
We're attacking
insane.
big companies like EA and all, but has there ever been a Nintendo game where it's been pay to win? I don't know. I don't.
Look, there's the only thing Nintendo have sort of done with the Switch is the whole you have to pay the subscription to be online sort of thing.
Oh yeah, but PlayStation's done that long before. They did
absolutely.
that first.
But there's not much when it Nintendo. That's the thing.
It has.
Nintendo doesn't do much.
The
The Pokemon DLC and the like Sword and Shield.
yeah.
I remember they had DLC. That's the only real thing. The thing is, though, with paid DLC, when it's like that and it benefits the story and stuff like that of the game, it's like if it's like an add-on DLC,
like quests and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like for
Yeah.
me, like old map packs on COD.
Oh,
that's the best.
absolutely.
That's the best example for me.
Like you're paying for all that extra content.
You pay
And you
$30.
get to enjoy it. Yeah, $30 for like fucking 5 maps, 4
5
new guns.
maps. But then the thing was, those maps would be just you'd love them. Like I remember 90% of the DLC map. Like, for example, like Black Ops 2 is my favorite game. But like all the DLC maps, like were insane. I love zombies personally, and a new zombies experience and 5 multiplayer maps. I remember just being so keen for it, sort of thing. You know, like nowadays, even with the whole, we got a new season coming out, blah 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 blah. It's like. I mean, I'm keen for League play on Modern Warfare 2. I'm probably going to play that, but I don't know. It's just not the same. I don't know what it is. It's just.
Do you remember? I don't think before Modern Warfare 3, I don't think MW2 or anything before that really had map packs, did they? I think
Yes,
MW.
I think MW2 did. I'm pretty sure it did. I could be wrong. I didn't play MW2 in its prime.
I just remember the first time I ever experienced a paid DLC was MW3 when they dropped the 2v2 and 3v3 maps. It was the greatest feeling alive. I was like, oh man, this is so hype. And then all the glitches started, but
oh look, but the thing is,
it was fun. It was so good. I remember. It was so worth it.
Yeah, 100%. But realistic, I don't know. Like for me, like I'd wake up at 4 a.m. to play the new zombies map. Like absolutely. I don't know if it's just. I think that definitely has something to do with me just being a kid and excited for something. But even to this day, like I've never had that experience like for any game. Like I don't.
Tell you one of the best experiences was at the time definitely not a fun experience, but you've probably done this a few times. Back when the map pack DLCs and all this stuff were first coming out, did you ever download your map pack overnight?
Yep.
Yeah, back when the internet was absolutely slow. You'd be like, I'll leave my PlayStation on to turn my TV off so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. One thing that I was literally about to say on that You know the map packs? They used to download all the languages for them.
I forgot
I
that
would
was a thing.
it did. I swear to God. And then I remember I
Yeah.
realized, and I'm like, the fuck? It's only taken like 2 hours. Like that's no problem. Not freaking 18 or 7 hours,
Yeah,
8 hours
yeah.
or whatever.
You'd be
It's
like,
because they would
yeah,
download Italian, the French
yeah,
version.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah. Maybe that's
yeah,
why updates these days are actually so big. We never
maybe.
thought about it
Yeah,
until now. They
'cause-
just
'cause
they
I
just
mean,
compressed it all into one big update.
I don't know. I don't know, man. But realistically, for me, the size of games as well is another thing. Like,
Bro, Harry
have to-
Potter, 73.5 gigs on Steam.
man, it's 83 on PlayStation.
Downloaded it in
It's-
an hour and 20 minutes. Just
yeah,
flex,
good-
flex,
yeah,
flex,
good
flex.
yeah, good on you, mate.
Hey, I pay good money for my internet. It's good for
Yeah.
Australian internet, by the way. Those of you in chat who are from fucking Europe and shit, where your internet speed's fucking 2 gigs a second.
You guys are blessed. Like, seriously. Like, the
Bro, we
like,
made internet,
man.
and we have the worst.
Yeah, no, look, logic, eh? Like, honestly, if I get 40, like, look, 40 megabits a second for me, I'm like, damn, that's all right. You know? 40. 40.
What's
Yeah,
that?
it's
That's
trash.
it's 5 megabytes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's crap.
Isn't
called
COD
Warzone.
Warzone 100
Sorry.
gigs? What? Oh, I don't care. I don't know.
Hmm.
I
It's
know the
something
whole
like that.
game is like 120 gigs, 130 or
it's-
something stupid.
The thing is, if a game's 120 gig off the bat, 30 megabytes a second.
Bro, I got
It's
better
not
upload than you, El Bozo.
It's not
Nah, but
very
30 megabytes download, bro. That's that's almost 3 times as fast as what I got, and I pay for like the best speeds I can get in my area.
good. Man, it's about 100 times as good as what I get. So consider yourself blessed. Anyway, 40 MB.
Wait, you got 4 megabytes or megabits, Astral? If you're streaming off 15 megabits, that's where about? You're Australian, right, bro? Where are you from?
Lucy, you got dog shit in there. I've got my
Oh,
shoes,
she
though.
does, yeah. I mean, I would kill for 40 megabytes, bro. Oh, that's like nearly 4 times what I get. I get like 15 megabytes on a good day, which is pretty good.
Anyway. Yeah, realistically, look, we got off track a little bit there, but like the way that
a little bit.
you're Aussie, good job, son. The way that like these games like lack creativity and stuff like that, like I mean, I'm gonna
yeah.
keep talking about this Hogwarts game because it's ridiculously good. Like, and I mean, I loved Harry Potter as a kid. Like, I watched it religiously, that sort of thing. Played all the games, all that sort of thing. Just looking at this and just looking at the detail that they've put into it. And it's like you can walk into any part of the area and it's like, damn, this is cool.
Yep.
You know, like, and it promotes you to explore everywhere.
Yep.
And like it's like a 60, 70 hour main quest or something like that.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's like 70. I'm assuming it'd be 70 hours in total because I'm most of the way through main quest and I've got 13 hours of gameplay. Or 16 hours.
Okay.
But I will say, so I don't know if you care about too many spoilers for the game. It's not a huge thing, but there are things you can do in the game where you can literally like relive moments from the Harry Potter movies, but like in your own interpretation of it. Like,
Damn, sick.
I don't know if you want to be like, I don't know if you care, but do you remember Buckbeak?
Yeah.
If you want to mute Discord, you can mute Discord. But I'm gonna tell chat. You can deafen if you want. I don't know. I don't know if you care. It's not a huge spoiler, but I think he deafened. He's deafened. All right. So in the movie, you know, Harry Potter gets on Buckbeak. If you don't know what Buckbeak is, he's like the giant eagle fucking the giant eagle horse thing, and he touches Buckbeak on the face and he's like, all right, and then jumps on. He goes for a fly, and Buckbeak sweeps down over the lake and like drags his fucking hoof claw thing through the water. You can literally do that in fucking Hogwarts. Like, you can relive shit that happened in the movie, and you get to feel like you're Harry Potter, and it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Like, it's so good. Anyway, he can undeafen now. We're past the spoiler. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
sort of assumed so. that was really awkward.
So,
I'm just sitting there
in
like,
hindsight, you can relive moments in the movie, but as your own personal experience, and you get to do the shit you see in the movie. And it's so fucking The game is
Cool.
it's just flawless.
I don't know, man. Like the fact that I had to, the fact that I don't want to get a game spoiled for me is just like that never happens. You know, like I'd always like if I got to spoil it for a game, like I played in like Star Wars, the Jedi Fallen Order or whatever.
Ah, yeah.
Like I played that game, I liked it. Like I don't play a lot of single player games personally because like I'll play games just with friends and shit. You know, that's what I like.
Casual
That's the way I
gamer,
like to
casual
do
gamer.
it. Yeah, exactly. Most of the time. But then, like this game, I'm like, damn, I want to like watch every cutscene and I want to do all this and all that. It's just crazy.
Uh-huh.
Like the quality that they've put into it, it's just it shows. And that's the thing. Like if they would have put DLC into a game like that, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. You know, it's like companies will make money if your game is good.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, like Hogwarts, like I mean, obviously Hogwarts Legacy has a lot of hype behind it, and that's why
It's also had a lot of controversy behind it.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. But anyway, look, I just think they're very inclusive of the way that you can set up your character as well, which is really good. I'm glad that you can do whatever it is your heart desires. And yeah, we won't talk any more about that.
Speaking of the hype behind the game, I think my internet's dying a little bit right now. I'm trying to bring up the store page for Hogwarts Legacy because I wanted to just look at how many reviews there are in the game. I don't know if you're able to do that right now, but my Steam's not working. Can you look at just how many reviews are on Hogwarts Legacy? Just the number, not because I know last time I checked was like a day or two ago, and it was like 44,000 reviews for this game, and the overall is very positive. But to leave a review on a game, you have to buy it and play it.
Yeah, that's true.
We're up to 56,700 very positive overall reviews. 93% are positive. So that's 56,000 people who paid a minimum of $89.95 on Steam. So I can't do the maths. Hold up. $90 times what? 56,000.
56,706.
$5 million just from Steam alone.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That double easily. I think I saw somewhere that PlayStation has sold more copies in Steam, which would make sense.
Because console
promoted. Yeah. It's been promoted as like honestly, like I got my LG C1 nice TV that I hook up my PS5 to.
Yeah.
Like and you can use like the insane like quality and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's so good, like it's unreal. But
just real quick, Hogwarts Legacy does have a bit of way to go to make any profit on the game because experts say that the budget would have been around $100 to $150 million for the game.
Yeah. Look, but the thing is, at the end of the day, the way and the positivity around it, in my opinion, is everything when it comes to that. And the thing is, this game, it's a single player game, and it'll be around for ages. And I don't know, it'll go on sale and stuff like that. It's gonna make a lot of money. Like,
yes,
it will. And the thing is, when these reviews come out, I mean, look, there's a few reviews of it already because people finished the game already. But reviews from some of these big YouTubers, like and stuff like that, when they do it and they do it to the audience, that people will buy the game because there's no negative about it.
No,
if you know what I mean. Like there's no bad thing. Obviously, there's controversy around it, but the thing is, for me,
fuck the controversy.
Oh, there's lots of controversy, but to be completely honest with you, the developers don't have anything to do with that.
No,
and the people that worked on the game and the people that I've seen in interviews and stuff about the game that seem so passionate about what they were doing, that's not them. You know, like it's not the people that worked for 100 hours.
The game isn't a reflection of the creator of Harry Potter.
Exactly, and that's what people should understand. But you know, I don't want to be controversial because obviously people are going to disagree with doesn't matter what you say. So, there's going to be someone. There's going to be someone you offend somewhere, and I don't know. I think it's good that they've like I said before, the whole character, the way you make your character, the fact that you can sort of do what you want to do with it. I think it's cool. You know.
Yeah. Speaking of the whole
I feel like
controversy shit, we should probably clarify that these are our own personal opinions, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion. You think what you want.
Look,
if you agree or disagree with the controversy, that's completely entirely up to you. Don't judge someone for what they do or do not believe.
No, I agree with that. I think when it comes to controversial topics and stuff like that, everyone's obviously going to have their own opinion.
Yeah.
There's going to be You ask 50,000 people, 25,000 go one way, 25,000 go the other way, and that's cool. Like you can believe what you want to believe, but
Yeah.
it's a personal preference, and you
Don't
can
cancel someone for not agreeing with you.
you can not like me for my opinion, but I'm not gonna like dislike you for your opinion. If you know what I mean. You can have yours, I can have mine. Let's just agree to disagree, you know.
Absolutely.
And I think that I don't know. That's very political, but anyway.
Anyways, I think we might be dragging this on. We've been it's been a solid 45-minute episode.
Absolutely.
Sheesh.
No, that's been good. It has been very good.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess when it comes to this sort of stuff, like we were saying, to cap it off, I suppose you could say, microtransactions are evil, and you should not buy anything from anywhere.
Evil for the consumer, ridiculously profitable for the company. So, if you hate the company, don't buy their $2 products. I know you might be sitting there going, it's only $2. But so does 3 million other people. They also think like you.
Exactly right.
Boycott the big companies! Boycott the big companies!
Boycott the company!
well.
God.
Anyways, for those watching on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Love you. Oh man, this was so cringe. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Comment some feedback. Give us some ideas and some topics, what you want to hear. We will most likely do it because we don't have a whole lot of ideas right now. So give us some motherfucking ideas, bro.
Absolutely. We're
anyway,
very open to ideas.
I've been Squizz or Mitchell. This has been Quizza.
Yep.
Any parting words, mate?
I would like to say thank you for tuning in. You guys are cool if you're watching this and you're not hating on us. I mean, if you hate on us, whatever, we don't care. But
Feed
you know
the algorithm.
Feed the algorithm. Give us a like. We're gonna try to do this weekly.
Yes.
Yeah,
no, we're going to do it weekly.
Yeah, we're gonna do it
Because
weekly.
if I can fit a Monday into my schedule, you can too.
Yeah, we can make it happen. I don't know if it's gonna be Mondays, but we'll figure out a time and we'll try.
I hate Mondays.
Like Squizz said, just leave the bloody leave stuff in the comments because it's hard to think of topics because but you know we're gonna do our best.
If you wanna spice things up down there in the comment section, give us some controversial ideas.
Yeah, give us some controversial
I'd
ideas.
like to express some crazy opinions. I'd like to have some heated discussions on it. I'd like to get people with wild opinions on this podcast and roast the shit out of them. No, I'm kidding. Maybe not roast them, but
yes, just
yes, the old Drew Tate.
Drew Tate. That was quick.
That was instant. Bravo has very vivid opinions on the old Tate.
Anyway,
we can get into that another one. We won't get cancelled
for another time. For another time.
Anyways, goodbye, YouTube. See you next week, hopefully. Goodbye.